Let's do it. Here are the best MagSafe and Qi2 devices to launch at CES 2024. There are a ton of devices to talk about, so let's start off with Hyper, that had one of the most expansive lineups at the show this year, starting with one of the most unique products, which is this. This is coming later this year, and it's a MagSafe connected SSD module that will magnetically connect to the back of your iPhone 15 Pro or 15 Pro Max. It'll plug in via that short USB-C cable and allow you to record ProRes video directly to this external drive. Plus, there's an additional USB-C port on the side there, which would be down when filming, that allow you to pass through charge. So you can charge your iPhone at the same time and then utilizing those MagSafe magnets to connect this SSD enclosure. It is removable, like the cover is, all magnetically too. So there's no tools required to install an SSD module inside of this guy. It's pretty sweet. Moving on to one of the battery packs here. This is a 2-in-1 battery pack. There's an Apple Watch puck on the bottom, fast charging, as well as that 15-watt Qi2 module there at the top. This is really nice. It feels very solid. 10,000 milliamp hours. You have a metal stick there on the back that pulls out into a little stand, USB there on the top, a physical power button, and the bottom has a 1/4-inch thread, so you can use this on a tripod, which is another great idea. Hyper's 4-in-1 is coming back, this time with Qi2. Lots of other improvements here. So this thing folds flat, which makes it great for actually bringing with you, but it's one of the few that'll charge 4 devices at the same time. So 15-watt Qi2 module on the left for the phone, fast charging Apple Watch, that's an upgrade, and then 2 Qi pads there at the bottom for ancillary devices. Now, this is technically just a prototype, and it's going to change by the time it gets released, but I still love to see how these things evolve. This is a travel charger from Hyper, fast charge Apple Watch. We have 15-watt Qi2, really cool. Excited to see what it'll look like when it launches later this year. This is another Qi2 puck stand, so it's another 2-in-1 style charger, but of course it has Qi2 there, fast charging Apple Watch, and then there's that little ring which allows it to be used as a stand or even kind of just holding it in your hand. So here we are in sideways mode for like standby, and then the Apple Watch can easily be put on the back of it, and it can go in 2 orientations. The magnet is so strong that it can still prop your iPhone up using that little ring on the back to hold it in that good position. Then you put your Apple Watch there to charge at the same time, or one then the other. Final one here from Hyper is this 3-in-1 desktop solution. The Apple Watch charger actually folds out of the inside, which is really neat. The top is adjustable to get the angle that you're looking for. Then on the bottom, like on the inside, is another Qi charger for AirPods. So lovely 3-in-1 compact desk charger from Hyper. Moving on to Aukey. Aukey has several. They are back at CES this year after a bit of a drought from them. This one is the one I was kind of really excited about. It is a very well-cooled, active cooling Qi2 charger. They claim this is great for gamers because it's going to keep that core temperature down to power your phone, as well as keeping your phone's temperature down, ideally, which should increase performance. If your phone isn't getting too hot, performance should be able to stay up higher. This was just a prototype they had on hand, so I couldn't even try it out and see how cold it really got, but I really like the design of it. I love the idea of it. I think this is going to be popular with a certain crowd. We're probably going to see more like this, but it was cool. There are other big products they were talking about as far as Qi2 goes. These 2 stands here. This one on the left is your standard one, so 3-in-1. You have a Qi charger at the bottom, as well as fast charging Apple Watch and Qi2 on top. And the second version they were showing off here, very similar design, but you can see this one's kind of thin. The other one is quite a bit thicker because it does incorporate active cooling. So active cooling here to charge your phone, still 3-in-1. It's just quite a bit more chunky. Of course, with that module on the front, you can put your phone in any orientation. Standby mode is great here. The biggest benefit is just going to be that active cooling. So if you are watching something or doing something on your phone, it's going to keep that temperature down. Should overall increase charging times. When it's in like a normal room environment, probably won't make a huge difference though. 2 other ones for the car, just a standard MagLink Dash one, and then the second one is actively cooled. I think actively cooled is especially useful in the car because things can get so hot. If we can hit pause, we have so many more to talk about in this video, but I want to thank our sponsors for our CES coverage, which is Doe and their new Spectrum One monitor. This is a 27-inch 4K HDR monitor. We also have the Spectrum stand here, which allows all this control, like tilting the monitor, moving it up and down. The monitor can even rotate if you'd prefer to use it vertically. There's plenty of ports, including headphone jack, 2 USB-A, and a USB-C on the side. On the bottom, USB-B, USB-C. We have 2 HDMI ports and an additional display port there. It looks great when you set it up next to your Mac. It is HDR, and compared to a lot of others in this class, it has a great brightness of 600 nits, so your colors absolutely pop when you are watching things, when you are playing games, when you are watching movies. All of it is going to stand out on this. This is available to order now. We got to check it out before the show, and it has Gorilla Glass on the front of this version, which is a very similar to glass to what Apple uses on the front of many of its products, including the iPhone. Thanks again to Doe for sponsoring this video. Moving along to Scosche. Scosche has an updated version of its base Lynx modular charger. So you can see we have the little pieces that all connect together to create one coherent design. So you can pick and choose the pieces that you need. I love the multi-charger here. Stick a few tablets, a few phones right there in the middle. There's an AC adapter and a USB port on the left. Qi2 fast charge Apple Watch. You just choose the pieces that you need and assemble them together into one singular charger that works great, especially good for like offices, maybe your family kitchen where you have a lot of devices to deal with. Another one from Scosche. This one is a little like ring stand. You can see that's all one piece, including that flat part on the bottom. So you can really bend it around to get the exact design you need. This is very cool. It uses a 3M adhesive to stick. So this could be for the car. It could be for the side of your monitor. There's this really nice cable management built in. You just wrap the cable around the head and it can just tuck it away. So you don't have a wire really dangling annoyingly. Plus it can slide up and down the metal here so you can adjust where it is. This is great if you were mounting this like by a kitchen cabinet, on your monitor, so it's like hovering next to your display, or even in your car trying to get it like away from the vents. You just want a really good position on it. Just lots of articulation on this car charger or wherever you want to put it. ESR, they've really done a great job with MagSafe, and now they have a new line of Qi2 chargers. It's starting off with their car charger, which could be available now as you watch this before the rest of the lineup. So really good clamp on there and a stabilizing arm on the bottom that's adjustable to get rid of any bounces that you may encounter while you're driving. I've used those similar designs in the previous versions and they worked really well. Then we have their 3-in-1 travel charger. I believe there's even like a case for this, which makes it great, but phone goes on the front, can also be tilted sideways, a Qi charger in the middle, and then your fast charging Apple Watch on the back. Plus the Apple Watch charger is removable via USB-C, so you can pick it up, move it, connect it to other things, take it with you. But the whole thing is a great travel setup. Here's a desktop 3-in-1 charger, iPhone on the front, your Apple Watch on the back, AirPods on the bottom, and then singular cables just to connect those. They have a bunch of other Apple accessories too that work with like MagSafe if you haven't seen them, including their wallets, which I'm a big fan of. Mophie. Mophie was one of the big ones that had announced their Qi2 devices well before CES. The one that I got to play with, there's battery packs, which were really cool, but this is their 3-in-1 desktop charger. Very, angles on the front there to adjust for the Qi2 charger, fast charging Apple Watch on the back, Qi down below, connects via USB-C. This is great. Their battery pack also won an award. It has a built-in kickstand on it, which I love, so check that out too. But Mophie always makes great things, and I'm excited to see more from their Qi line. Here is one of the few MagSafe products that are coming out of CES, which is the Alogic Matrix Ultimate. So it comes in a carrying case. You have a 3-in-1 charger, a 30-watt GAN charger, and a cable all included in the box. But what's neat is it actually slides out of here and you can take the battery pack with you. So it's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery pack, but it's Apple certified MagSafe battery pack, not Qi2. Fast charging Apple Watch puck. The whole thing is modular setup. I think it's really smart. The new one from Native Union, this is not out yet. They have not announced availability or pricing, but it looks really cool. So it's not using leather, it's using like their renewed material, but I think it looks fantastic. I love the colors of it. It's really meant to be portable. I can easily see sticking this on the side of my bag with that little strap there. It's great. Belkin has plenty of Qi2. They too announced much of it ahead of the show, including their updated Boost Charge Pro. The big thing here is it has switched to USB-C instead of like a proprietary barrel connector charger. And I think the Qi2 module actually can tilt now, whereas before it was fixed in place. So a couple upgrades there. This is another one, folds completely flat and compact, so you could use it flat on your desk or pull it up into a little stand. Another nice one there from Belkin. 3 different battery packs. The larger capacities has stands built in. I'm not sure if they all have stands or not. They might, but several different capacities. Then one more that is actual MagSafe. So this is their new auto tracking stand pro with dock kit. So that's what Apple uses. It's like a technology to track your face in the camera application. So super easy setup just by tapping your phone, pairing over NFC, good to go. And then you just place your iPhone on there. It gives you like this cute little bow, letting you know that it is ready. And then you can use either the front or rear facing cameras, and it'll work both vertically or in landscape orientation. So you have a ton of options here, but all the software is running kind of on the Apple side of things. So it just handles everything and it follows you full 360-degree motion, and I think like 90 degrees of tilt, so you can move up and down, and this will keep you in frame very well. But it'll work in any application that uses like the native camera app. So things like TikTok, YouTube, Teams, Zoom, all of these work with this little stand. There's no third-party applications or anything to download. It just natively works. It's a very smart, and I know some people thought it moved really slow. It's actually quite quick, like especially considering how many people were around. It moves very fast, and it is MagSafe, so it'll charge your iPhone at the same time at up to 15 watts of power. After Belkin, we have some new ones from Satechi. They have 2 ones they were kind of showing off. There's a 2-in-1 and a 3-in-1 charger. I love these all aluminum designs. Look very sleek, premium, and high-end, yet compact. Very excited to check these out when they do finally launch. I'm looking forward to them. They almost look like a little iMac stand, but like tiny. Then we have Anker. So Anker has a huge lineup of Qi accessories here. All of this is done via Qi2, and 2 of these are actually available to order right now this very second. But they have everything from like individual cables to battery packs to travel chargers. This is an 8-in-1 with a Qi2 charger on one side and USB and AC outlets on the other side. This is a flat one that has a pop-up for the Qi2 and for the Apple Watch, a charge tree with, a 3-in-1 situation there on either side. So many to look at from Anker. This one, I believe, is available now, this 3-in-1 situation, and I think the travel charger and maybe their battery pack were available. It was a little bit hazy, and they weren't 100% sure which ones they were selling. I have my hands on this one right now, and I really like it. It folds completely flat into a tiny little, pocket-sized thing. The Apple Watch puck folds underneath onto the bottom, and this folds flat there to make this really easy to take with you. Anker is always doing a lot. They are very quick with a lot of their charging accessories, and they're very high quality. Here you can see the port selection on the 8-in-1, 3 AC outlets, 2 USB-A, and 2 USB-C. This is their battery pack, which has a built-in kickstand, and there's a little display on the side so it can give you information like how much battery capacity is remaining, which is a lot more informative than like just the 4 little dots that you usually see on many of the other chargers that we've highlighted in this video. But it's a really nice little setup here. I love seeing the actual like input and output wattage. It's all really smart. So that's it. Those are all the Qi2 and MagSafe devices here from CES 2024.